that lawn grow a lot better? Fertilizer.
Well, who are you?
Your job would be so much easier with this nice artificial fertilizer.
Isn't that bad for the environment?
Only if you use too much of it. But how else can you be sure?
I didn't catch your name.
I didn't give it. I'm a environmental science man.
Oh, thanks, environmental science man. But what about my aphid problem? Isn't there some environmental way you can treat those?
There's pesticides for that.
Well, you are environmental science man, but I always thought those rarely hit their target pest and they accidentally kill other organisms with biomagnification.
Not at all. Pesticides were first invented by Ben Franklin to cure cancer, but they soon found out that...
That's grossly inaccurate.
Who are you, some kind of nerd?
Close! We're the Environmental Science Force, and he's a fraud.
Oh, well, I'm still right about the fertilizer.
Oh, really?
You should indeed be skeptical.
Fertilizers don't add humus to the soil, and they even lower the oxygen content of the soil. And they also release nitrous oxide into the air, which is a greenhouse gas. This man is none other than the flocculator, environmental science's most wanted.
The flocculator?
Flocculation is a process in sewage treatment that causes small particles in wastewater to coagulate and form larger pieces for easier filtration.
It is? I always just thought the name sounded cool.
Well, you know what isn't cool? Using pesticides.
She's right. Only about 2% of pesticides kill their target pests. On top of that, pesticides are poisonous to humans and other animals. So runoff isn't just bad for fish, it's bad for everybody.
But it's so much easier.
Not exactly. Pesticide decreases biodiversity in soil, and without them, the soil has higher water retention. Plus, they cause genetic resistance in most pests, and can create new ones.
That's right, environmental science boy. During droughts, organic farms have about 20 to 40% higher yields than regular farms.
You win this round, Environmental Science Force, but I'll be back.
Thanks, environmental science force.
Should I pour these pills down the toilet?
Go ahead and flush those pills down the toilet. You don't want to go all the way to the trash can, do ya?
Well, it is pretty far.
Come on. You know you want to.
Okay. Can you give me a hand?
Sure. Open.
Hold it right there! Holy positive feedback loop, environmental science man. He's about to pour his pharmaceuticals down the toilet.
It's not what it looks like. We were just hanging out with this bottle of pills.
Do you know what will happen if you pour those into the sewer system?
No.
There's hormones in those that cause abnormalities in the reproductive cycles of fish. This water goes to the good people at the Orange County Sanitation District, and they can't treat it for drugs before it goes into the ocean. Also, it creates resistant bacteria, and that's no good.
So what am I supposed to do with them?
Put them in the storm drain.
If you really have to throw away your prescription drugs, head to your local household hazardous waste center and give it to them.
You've not seen the last of me, Environmental Science Force. Flock you!
Well, that was close, Environmental Science Force.
That it was, lad. That it was.
How come you guys aren't armed with weapons?
Because we're armed with knowledge.
Because knowledge is power. But wait, environmental science man, didn't the flocculator escape?
You're right. Let's go get him.
Let's see, what's next on the schedule? Don't prevent forest fires, release locusts on the Midwest, tear down paradise and put up a parking lot, move a glacier to South America?
We found you, flocculator.
Oh, snap!
Okay, Flocculator,
Prepare to be educated.
Mutualism is a type of species interaction in which both participating species generally benefit.
Oxygen-demanding waste, organic materials that are usually biodegraded by aerobic oxygen-consuming bacteria if there is enough dissolved oxygen in the water.
Native species are species that normally live and thrive in a particular ecosystem.
Ozone depletion decreases the concentration of ozone in the stratosphere.
Natural ionizing radiation is ionizing radiation in the environment from natural sources.
Percolation, the passage of a liquid through the spaces of a porous material such as soil.
Too much environmental knowledge.
We defeated the Flocculator.
Yeah! Are you okay?
Ugh. Wow. Thanks, environmental science force. Getting rid of that evil, mind-controlling balloon head. Now I can go back to being an environmental science teacher.
There you go.